Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Let's see here. All right, so welcome tonight. We're going to be talking about the economy. All right. All right. Sorry for that. You might hear an echo. All right. So my name is Tashana Nicole. I am the owner of Post and Profit. We talk about how to create your life portfolio through your expertise, business, and real estate. So tonight I'm going to be talking about succeeding in any economy. The reason why I want to talk about this tonight is because you may be hearing conflicting um, news about there being a recession coming, about the housing market crashing, about the commercial market crashing, multi-family units not being available or not being as worth as much, the possibility that real estate isn't worth the price that it was, all the hype that was in now isn't so much there anymore. And so sometimes that can affect you because you may be feeling like, what should I do? Right. Especially when COVID happened, it shifted the whole dynamics of how businesses operated, how individuals live their day to day. And so even though there may not be a big real estate bust, there are things in the economy that are taking a shift, from technology to how businesses run now, even with the chat GPT being present. How real estate, there's so many different ways that you can get in real estate. A lot of individuals may be confused, as in, where should I start when it comes to real estate? Just so many possibilities, so many risk factors, but also so many opportunities are here for you now. And I'm going to tell you, regardless if it is a good market or a bad market, you can be able to succeed. And so there's some things that you want to look at, regardless of the market, that will allow for you to kind of know where you are right now, but more importantly, how to position yourself. Because you're tired of just getting by, just living, collecting check, and it's all going to the bills, right? You want to be able to live comfortably and have the money that you want to spend, but you also want to progress in your life. And that's going to take really drilling in on your plan, your strategy, and honing in on your mindset, right? So I want you to understand that in order to succeed in any economy, okay, these are some things that you can really look at that not only allows for you to make an impact on your family's bottom line, but it's going to help you in the future. So, regardless of what you hear in the news, I'm going to tell you, anyways, always do your due diligence. When you do your due diligence, you're going to know what are the things that I need to look for. This is where I am. This is where the market is. This is how I can position myself to win. When COVID happened, we saw a lot of individuals not being able to pay rent. We saw a lot of individuals selling their real estate. And if you were in position to be able to profit off of that, then you are, my friend, eating off of that positioning that you were able to do then during COVID. For instance, right now, people are saying the housing market, as I said before, the housing market isn't where it is. People are losing out. Who said that, right? Did you do your due diligence to make sure that is what is really happening in the market for yourself? Because in different markets, there is different economy, okay? So just because there's an overall, someone may be saying it's recession, that doesn't necessarily mean that particular county, city is going through that recession that others may be feeling. All right. So you got to mind your business. And when I say mind your business, you got to understand where you are, not only in the marketplace, but where you are playing the game at in that marketplace. Is it growing? Do you see infrastructure? Do it look like your particular market is going through a recession? there are some places where where appreciation of homes are gonna slow down. But there are some areas where it's gonna be a steady rise. So you gotta mind your business. You gotta mind your environments. What is going on right now where you play ball? If you're on a national level and you play in different areas, what is going on in those areas? This is where knowing not only the due diligence, really doing the research needed to understand your market so that you can mind your business so that you can be able to see those opportunities when they come. Because whenever you mind your business, you can be able to not only see if a market is decreasing, but you can also see when it's increasing. When it's decreasing, this is usually when people are running out of capital and going to need more money. How can you step in to be able to not only capitalize off of that, but be able to offer individuals something that will allow for them to get out of their situation, right? Because as an entrepreneur, one of the things that you do is solve people problems. The more problems you solve, the more money you can make because money is a transfer of wealth, money is a transfer of value. All right. And money is currency. So it moves. So minding your business allows for you to see those opportunities and where you're able to come in. Sometimes though, that minding your business means minding what you do with your money, right? So you got to mind your money. You got to know how your money is moving in the best and simplest way I can tell you that you can be able to monitor that is budgeting, right? So when you know how your money is moving in and out, now you're able to allocate funds. Now you're able to say, hey, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity because I done stayed with the money because this is the time now for me because I've seen the market, I've studied the market. Now this is my time to jump in, or no, this is my time to sit back. But you got to mind your money because if you come up where you don't know what's going on with your money, then how can you seek those opportunities that are part of your business, that's a part of your economy, right? So you got to know what can I be able to do and how can I be able to be resourceful, right? So money doesn't always got to be your money. This is other people's. So I talked about how, in some markets where commercial and multifamily, they're sort of like, hey, it may not be like a 2008 real estate crash, but there is more vacancies where individuals are maybe not renting out these buildings anymore. Well, how can you be able to generate money look at this from a different standpoint because yes, the traditional way of bringing out these business may not be the way, but what can you do now to be able to get more less vacancy, okay, and have more individuals renting out your buildings? Or what can you do now if now the law done stopped from being able to do short-term rental? What is another way that you can capitalize on this property that yes, you may not be in long term, but you may want to do midterm, right? So you got to know where's my money going? Where is it stopping? Where is it being held up? And how can I make more? How can I double it? How can I find my money, right? Because when you mind your money, not only are you looking at your present, but you also got to look at your past. How are you managing your money in the past? Know how you manage your money, you know how you are, then now you can be able to budget those things that you really want to do in, right? So that you can be able to mind your money. You can be able to save more so that you can be able to do more, be able to put more into more investments, be able to determine what is it that I want to do with my money that's going to allow for me to get a return so I can live the life I want to live. And what is that number, right? So what is the number that you want that is gonna enable you to live the life you wanna live, to live comfortably, regardless of the economy. So it may be different ways that you wanna allocate your money, not just one way, but you gotta determine what that looks like so that you can succeed in any economy. When you know what that looks like, One stash may not be bringing you as much in as one other, right? So one time stocks may be bringing you in so much in terms of dividends, and your real estate is bringing you in enough. Or then it might be vice versa. So now I'm gonna start, acquiring businesses. I'm gonna start investing in businesses so I can bring in more cash flow. Now I'm diversifying how I bring in my income, just like I diversify what type of bills I have. I'm gonna diversify my type of income so that I can mind my money, so that I can be able to allocate it when I need to, stack it up enough to where I can progress later on when I am ready to take an opportunity and to be able to invest in a business, invest in myself, invest in my career, invest in my education. So you gotta mind that. Because when you are not focusing on what will allow for you to strategically position yourself, it's going to be hard for you to progress. And so, mindset wise, you want to think about how can I position myself to where I can live the lifestyle I'm living now in a way that doesn't make me feel like I'm stifling my growth. That doesn't make me feel like I am sitting here scrub scrubbling through everything just so I can get to the next thing. How can I begin to put myself mentally in the state of where I'm going? Because mentally, your mind, your subconscious does not know where you are right now. It believes the story that you tell it. So if you're beginning to tell yourself the story that I am successful, whatever that means to you, right? So all that's subjective. Success is dependent on what you decide what that is. So you decide what that success is. So you fill that in. This is how I want to wake up every day. Don't wait until you are, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year or a month to say, then I'm gonna start going to the gym and looking at myself. Right now, what does that look like? Right? You can budget in a great lifestyle regardless of the income that you have coming in, but always budget for the future so that you can progress. Always. And so that's why you also got to mind your time, the timing of the market, the timing of when you invest, right? Is it right for me now? What do I have that will allow for me to not only invest in myself, but invest in my future? Whether that's $10 a week, $25 a day, $100 a week. What can I do? Because over time, money compounds. Over time, your efforts compound. So what can you be doing now that over time will allow you to look like an overnight success? And it looks like you're succeeding in the economy. And you got to decide what that looks like. But as you're minding your business and minding your money, now you able to shift and shape how you move because the timing is right because you've been studying not only your market but yourself. You've been taking the time to really assess, is this my time? And every time is not your time. As I said, there's seasons. There's a season of rest, there's a season of sowing, there's a season of reaping and harvesting. So you gotta understand and be in your own ebb and flow of what that looks like, because this is your time to succeed, whatever time that is for you. And as I said, success is subjective. That's what you decide what it is. So if you think about it, success, for instance, let's say for me, success, traveling, being with my family, um, helping others build their businesses, and doing real estate. For me, that's success, not tied to any money. If I'm able to do that, live happily, get up, be peaceful, able to be a blessing to others, whether that's time, money, or resources, or mindset, being able to pour to somebody, to me, that's a blessing. To me, I'm succeeding. It's not always gotta be tied to money, but I know you wanna live comfortably. You wanna be able to ball out. Hey, and there's nothing wrong, and Imma tell you, you can ball out on a budget. I don't care how much money you make. You ain't gotta spend all your money to ball out, to look like the success that other people decide what that is. You gotta decide what that is, and you gotta be happy with that, and know that you shipping and shaping behind closed doors, and when it's quiet, there's nothing wrong with that. Pat yourself on the back. You winning. You winning because you're living the life that is considered success to you. But not only do you wanna live comfortably, you wanna be able to leave something behind for your kids, for your family, right? You want them to continue to progress. This is why it's important to really shape your mindset. Understand who you're hanging around, what you're studying, what you're doing, what you're telling yourself. Because when it comes to success, it's not about the money. Because you can leave all the money in the world, and if you never taught your children, if you never taught generations on how to make that money and make it multiply itself or keep it in the family, then it's going to be lost. Everything that you built is gone. This is why succeeding in any economy, it comes down to your mindset. It comes down to your habits. It comes down to everything that you do important to your children, important to those behind you, and that's you can't allow others to determine your success, whether that's now, in the past, and in the future. So mind your future. Decide what that looks like for you, what success looks like for you at this income increment, in the next one, in the next one. And I'm telling you, my friend, you're gonna notice, yes, some things may change, but the real things that make you happy have nothing to do with money. Now, I ain't gonna throw out a disclaimer, because I'm gonna tell you what, money, regardless if it's yours or other people's, can allow for you to really make some moves. It does allow for you to do those things that you may wanna do, right? So you might wanna go and take a trip. Well, it's gonna take some money to take a trip, but that doesn't mean you can't take a trip. So mind your money, budget it, set it out for the future, set it on your calendar. You don't have to be tied to one thing. Grow yourself. I don't care how old you are, grow, live, be. Have you ever heard of be, do, have? If you haven't, I'll leave you with this. Whenever you decide to be who you want to be internally, then you're putting you're putting yourself in position to have those things that you want to have. And as you decide every day on a continuous basis, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to be. And you begin to do those things that are in alignment with who you want to be, start to have those things. Because as I said before, subconsciously, your mind doesn't know whether it's real or not. But as you are being that who you see in doing those things because you know this is alignment, yes, it's going to take you being uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to take you stepping out in faith. Yes, it's going to take you taking some risk. Yes, it's going to take you figuring it out, but it's going to be worth it because now You're doing the things that you didn't do 90 days ago. You're doing the things that has allowed for you to transform your thinking. You're doing the things that has now allowed for you to be in rooms that you never thought you could be in. You are doing things that have you feeling the success that you thought you would have never felt. And I ain't even talk about money. We get so caught up in thinking money is the success of any economy. When no, my baby, it's up to you. It's your mindset, it's how you move, it's what you're doing. Money is the byproduct of that. So if you're looking to succeed in any economy, you got to mind your business. Know what's happening. Know what you're how you're going to move. Know how your environment is changing, what's changing. Keep your pulse on it. Mind your money. You may have more money than you think you have. The problem is you just don't know where it's going. You're just not paying attention to it. So mind your money. So you can be able to do other things, the things that you've always wanted to do. Nobody's stopping you but you. If anything happens in your life, you can't blame nobody but you because you are the common denominator. So, which means if you want to change anything in your life and you look back and say, Dad, I did all of that. Why? Because you are the common denominator. You can make anything happen in your life. And I know that people say, it takes, your sheer will and your passion, and that's only a part of it. It's the will, but you gotta be smart, you gotta be strategic. You gotta put the internal with the external, the spiritual with the physical, the mental with the energetic, and go for it. Have a plan. Don't just move to move. Because anytime that you want to succeed in any economy, if you look around, those that mind their money or mind their business and mind their time, because time is precious. You can't get that back. We're living a life of happiness. I'm gonna tell you a story that it's not really a story, but it's more of a contemplation type of thing, right? My mentor used to say all the time. He used to say, and this is no shade to nobody, just listen up. $100,000 for a Black person or minority, right, is different than $100,000 for a white person, Caucasian. Now, just think about that. Why? Right? Why? There's a lot that can be unfolded under that, right? Put your comments why, right? Why? What's the difference? Why can $100,000 look different? Regardless of race, $100,000 can look different with so many different. So think about it. A family that budget, they can budget in travel, they can budget in, they have money left over every month, and this is regardless of race, right? Just listen. They can budget in savings for investing. They can do so much with $100,000 versus someone that makes $100,000 and they're living paycheck to paycheck. They know who they are, right? You know what you want to be. So, which means that you're going to be looking at life and your goals differently because you know what you want to be. And so, therefore, you're going to be doing your finances differently. You're going to be doing your lifestyle differently. You're going to be doing the way of life, your future, your time. Everything that you do is going to be different You're not just gonna be out here spending money. Why? Because you're gonna be looking like, I can take that $1,000 and I can put it into this stock, and now I know that's gonna bring me in an extra, dividend wise. I'm just throwing a number out. This is do not hold me to these numbers. $5, right, in dividends, right? Or $100 in dividends every quarter for me investing in this. So now they're making their money make money for them versus someone that's living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, I just blew $1,000 on food this month, and I ate. I'm living life. But when life hits you, then what happens? So don't take life for granted. Don't take your days for granted. Don't take your money for granted. I don't care how much you make. Don't take it for granted. Sit down. Make a decision today that I'm gonna for the next 90 days, I'm gonna mind my business, my money, my time, and my future because I got somewhere to go. You can literally change your life, change your money situation, change your own personal economy in 90 days. But you have to be willing to do it because it starts internally before anything else. You got to make a decision. Nobody can make that decision for you. So if you want to succeed in any economy, mind your money, mind your business, mind your time, mind your future. Decide today that you are going to be that who you want to be so that you can have. But it first start with you doing the things that is necessary. So go out, get your money, mind your business, and go ahead and succeed and slay every day with style. All right, beautiful boss, make sure you are succeeding in any economy by slaying every day with style. All right, see you next week. Bye bye. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even check my comments. Marquita, yes, live in the present moment is not enough. It is not, you know, it is not enough to only just live in the present, but know that you are enough right now in the present. When you understand that you are enough right now in the present and that you're working towards that which you want to succeed and get to, then my friend, not only is it enough, but you're going to have more than enough come the future. You're going to attract everything that you want to attract. But yes, it does start with your mindset. You are right. You're right on the money. So go get y'all money. Go get your mind right. Go get them coins right. It's time to level up. This year is almost over. It's crazy. This year is almost over. What have you done? If you feel like you ain't done nothing this year, well, baby, you got, like I said, 90 days. Give yourself 90 days. Do you know that what's something that you can do in 12 months, you can do it in 12 weeks? The problem is we get comfortable. We get very comfortable. My mom's fiance passed away this past week. That's one person I could tell you he lived life like no other. No regrets. But to see a smile, someone that's so hearty, so lively, gone, it make you think like it can happen. I just lost family members in a car accident. It can happen. Don't allow life, you working, getting up, doing the status quo, doing the things that just get you by to be enough. Start positioning yourself. Positioning yourself to win in a way you've never won before. You can do it. You got this. Don't let nobody tell you any different. And you ain't got to tell nobody your moves. You can tell me, I'll cheer you on. Woo woo. But you ain't got to tell nobody. I'm gonna give y'all one last story. And then I gotta go because I got my baby crying. My baby need me. One last story. I heard this one from TD Jakes. He said, and this is the Tashana version, okay? So bear with me, Tashana version. There's a giraffe and there was a turtle. And the giraffe was eating out of the tree. And the turtle said, well, why you don't never, eat from down here? Like, it's enough food down here. You ain't got to eat up there, And they saw life from a different perspective, right? The turtle didn't understand why the giraffe was doing what the giraffe does. And the giraffe didn't understand why the turtle was trying to get him to come down to his level. He was doing that because the turtle felt like, hey, it's plentiful down here. And the giraffe is saying, it's plentiful up here. I say all that to say, regardless of what level you on, there's plentiful. But that doesn't mean you have to stoop down to a level and hurt yourself because someone else want to take you down to that level. Look at yourself as a giraffe. You can see beyond the horizon. You can see things that other animals cannot see, other people cannot see. Where you stand, nobody is on your level. And when I say nobody's on your level, nobody can really truly understand what you feel inside of what that success looked like for you, because that's where I say it's subjective. I can't explain to you, turtle, what I see from up here because you are down here. You will never see what I see. You will never understand. So you can't take it to heart when people try to bring you down to their level. Dumb down your goals. Dumb down your thoughts. It ain't for you. It ain't for you to understand. But the people that get it, the other giraffes that get it, they up there chilling with you. They eating. They saying, bro, go stretch higher. Stretch higher. It's even better, even more to the top. It's even better. Now that was the Tashana version. But I don't think TJ said all that. But I'm telling you, when it comes to you succeeding and stretching to a whole nother level and deciding that regardless of what society says, what the news says, I don't care if it's a recession, I don't care if we're in, a bubble and it's about to pop, I'm going to do what I got to do to succeed. And whatever that looks like for me is good enough for me. Nobody can tell you no different. So mind your business, go get your money, mind your time, and mind your future. Because there are people, other giraffes, that are looking at you, that want to partner with you, that want to share in your journey with you. And maybe they're just waiting on you to stretch your neck a little bit taller. Go get your baby. Go get your money. Okay? I'm going to go get my baby. I love y'all. And make sure you slay every day with style. Holla at me in the comments. Talk back.